That is No Woman No Cry. I'm sure you recognise it, and we're going to have a little look at it. It uses some really lovely open position chords that we learned fairly early on in our kind of time playing the guitar. I'll go through the chords really quickly. You need a C major, you need a G, you need an A minor, and an F major. So I'll just talk you through how to sort of play those chords. So for a C, it's the third finger on the third fret of the A string, second finger on the second fret of the D string, an open G, and the first finger is on the first fret of the B string, and we've got an open high E. We leave out the low E string. Then we go to a G major. That's the second finger on the third fret of the low E, first finger on the second fret of the A, an open D, an open G. I've got my third finger on the third fret of the B, and my pinky on the third fret of the high E. Now, I'm using all 4 digits there for that. If you find it easier, get rid of your pinky and use your third finger to play the third fret of the high E and have an open B. There's only a very subtle difference in the sound there, so both of them are fine. I've just got used to doing that version over the years. And then we need an A minor. Now for the A minor, it's first finger on the first fret of the B, second finger on the second fret of the D, and the third finger on the second fret of the G. And for the A minor, we leave out the low E, so it's just the A, D, G, B, and high E strings that we play. Okay, so we've gone C, G, A minor, and then it's an F major. Now, this is the way I do F major for this song. Third finger at the third fret of the D, second finger at the second fret of the G, and the first finger at the first fret of the B. Now, I use, kind of deliberately, the pad of my index finger to mute, so it doesn't kind of resonate. I use it to mute the high E string. So I am actually only hearing 3 notes, the F major triad, those ones, the D, G and B string. Now I can strum through the high E string because my finger's muting it. If I accidentally didn't mute it brilliantly and heard the high E string resonating, it's not the end of the world, that's an F major 7, that works okay, but really I want to mute it. If you're used to playing bar chords, and you want to do your F major like that, that's cool, but there's a thing we need to do later in the song where that really is the optimum way to play this chord for this tune. And it's probably the easiest way to play F major. Right, I'll just give us another little rendition. C, G, A minor, F, C, now, there's a couple of kind of licks going on in there, little devices we do around the chords that make the kind of typical chords of C, G, A minor and F really sound like No Woman No Cry. So what I'm going to do in the whole song is this riff around a G major. A little lick, sorry. So it's based around the G major chord, and it starts with the second finger playing the third fret of the low E. Then you're going to play an open A, then you're going to use your index finger to play the second fret of the A. And once you've played those 3 notes, you go back and you play the third fret of the low E using the second finger. Do that again. So it's... into a C major, and then a G, A minor, and an F. I'll show you the other lick really quickly that happens walking down there for do, 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 do. So we've gone C, G, A minor, F, C. Okay, so you'll be recognising that from the tune. Now that is 3rd fret of the D with the 3rd finger, 2nd fret of the D with the 2nd finger, an open D, and then the 3rd fret of the A. So it's... Now, you could play the A string just on its own, or you could turn it into a C major chord, because the 3rd finger is down on the 3rd fret, isn't it, there, of the A string, and strum through all the strings for a C major. I'll show you that in context. So we've got C, G, A minor, F, C, and then cool. So this riff into a C, and then we've got at the end of the cycle into a C. Lovely stuff. Okay, let's talk about the strumming. So we're going to take our C major, A minor to F. Now on the C, I'm doing down, 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 up G, A minor. So on the C and G, it's down, 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 up, down, 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 up, A minor, F. Yep, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, A minor, F. C and G get the same thing. That's okay. Now you don't have to play that for the whole song. You might want to pick through the strings. Yeah, that's the kind of pulse of the song, but you can decorate it in different ways. But its simplest form, on the A minor, I do 2 down strums, and then I mute the strings. There's a kind of a rest there, and it pushes into the F. A minor, F, yeah? A minor, F. Now the way I'm muting the A minor, I'm resting the kind of karate chop part of my strumming hands across the strings. I can also release the pressure on the strings I'm touching down here, and that mutes those strings. I'm more concerned with this hand though about the transition to the F. Yeah? So it's... Now, you might want to put kind of a percussive slap in that break. Give it that kind of Ed Sheeran tap, as I like to think of it. That thing. So you've got A minor, F. Okay? Now let's go through it really slowly. So the C, G, A minor, F, C, C, G, A minor, F, C, okay, so I've shown you it in the simplest form, I think, of that part there. There's lots you can do with this hand to decorate. Things I'm doing there, not always strumming all the strings in the chord, so maybe like bass, and then the rest of the strings are just the treble strings. The lowest note, lowest note, lowest note, lowest note. the difference there. Some things I'm doing there, I'm decorating the chord by playing the low note, picking through, so I get the lowest note, it's all kind of pinned together by those riffs. Really though, aim for that kind of basic. Sounds great with a strum. Yeah. Now there are some things, I'm going to add these things in. Ignore them if you just want to get the core basics down, playing the chords cleanly, strumming using the strumming pattern I mentioned. But there's some things you can do with this hand. So when you play the C major chord, if you lift off your second finger perhaps, strum the strings as normal. Once the vapant D string is vibrating, you can hammer on the second finger to where it needs to be, the second fret of the D. G, A minor. I'm doing the same there on F with the second finger. So you get also, when you're playing the C, you've got this pinky free. Okay, now, that part of the song we've looked at, boom, 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 isn't there for the whole tune. There's some bits of the song where we just get C, G, A minor, F, C, G, A minor, F, just going round and round. C, G, A minor, F, C, G, A minor, F, round and round in the verses and the build. It's just the chorus where you get that stuff. Yeah, so do practice as well, just looping for the verses and the kind of building sections. C, G, A minor, F, yeah? C, G, A minor, F, yeah? Lovely stuff. Okay, I hope you enjoy that. I hope I've made it clear that just to start with, work on playing the chords cleanly with the strumming going on, yeah? That's and then work on those little riffs. Okay? If that's going really well, then start to think about decorating things with the right hand. Strumming hands. And the left hand, those embellishments with the chords. Hopefully there's some stuff there that you can kind of get to grips with right now, and then if that's going really smoothly, the basic chords, you can kind of add in some stuff there in the future. I hope that's really fun for you.